So we've got A is just asking for red jelly beans. B is red, yellow, and green. So let's go with our let statement showing our x1, x2, x3. There's just three options, right? x3 represent the number of red, yellow. He's not here right now. Red, yellow, and green jelly beans. So our A represents the total number of reds, and there are 10 of those. Our B represents the total number of yellow, of which there are 12. And our C represents the total number of green, of which there are 6. Those are our A, B's, and C's. So in this case, question A is asking for the probability that all red, that x1 equals 5. So in this particular case, we're drawing a total of 5 jelly beans, so our n represents 5. So we can write this as being probability of x1 equal to 5, or if we wanted to, we could also write this as the probability of x1 equal to 5, x2 equal to 0, x3 equal to 0. Either one of those would be fine. So Sam, how am I going to calculate the number of reds? What's my choose statement going to be? 10, choose 5. And do I need any yellow? No, so it's just our 12, choose 0. And we don't need any green, so that's 6, choose 0. Divided by Sarah, how am I going to calculate the total number of ways that I could draw 5 jelly beans from this bag? Choose how many? Choose 5. And there are 10 plus 12 plus 6, 28 jelly beans in total. And that amounts to 252 over 98280. So therefore, probability of exactly 5 red jelly beans is 0.26%. Question B is asking us a probability that contains 2 red, 2 yellow, and 1 green. So in this case, we need to write down 2 red, so our x1 is 2, 2 yellow, our x2 is 2, and 1 green, our x3 is 1. 2, 2, and 1 adds up to the total 5 jelly beans that we're drawing from. Ilya, I know you came in late, but what's the number of ways that I can draw 2 red jelly beans? 10. Okay, there are 10 that I can choose from. So I'm going to say the ways I can choose 2 red jelly beans is going to be what? 10 choose. Okay, so I want to draw 2 red jelly beans. Okay, and so you've identified the fact that there's only 10 of them that I can be choosing from, right? So we use our choose statement of 10, but how many am I choosing? 10, choose 2. So that's the number of ways that I can draw my red jelly beans. And then read number of ways I can draw my yellow. 2. So what is the statement? What choose 2? 12 choose 2. There are 12 yellow beans. And Tyler, the number of ways I can choose my green jelly beans?
6 choose 1.
6 choose 1. All divided by the same ways of choosing 28 jelly beans. Choosing 5 jelly beans from the 28 that are present. That gives us a value of 17,820 over 9,820. Therefore, probability of this selection is 18.13%. Probability, part C is asking for the probability of no red beans. Probability that x1 is 0. Are we given any information about the number of yellow or green beans? No. So the only thing we can say is that we're looking at the probability that the number of red beans is 0. We could write it like so, or we could also write that it's the probability that x1 is 0 and x2 plus x3 add up to 5. Either one of those statements would be acceptable. Jacob C, how many ways what I'm gonna start with? I want 0 red jelly beans.
Yeah, so it'd be 10 choose 0.
10 choose 0 times.
Be 12 plus 6 over 12 plus 6 choose 5.
Perfect. I'll just write that down as 18, choose 5. So the key thing here is that we don't know how many yellows or greens. We just need to know that we're getting 5, a combination of those 5. So it's going to be the total number of yellow and green, 12 plus 6. So in other words, we're choosing from 18 different beans, and we have to choose 5 of them, divided by our 28, choose 5. And that's equal to 0.0871. Therefore, probability of 0 red beans of 0 red jelly beans is 8.7%. And finally, we're asking for the expected number of green jelly beans. So our expected value, and in this particular case, our expected value, green, was which x? X3. So we're looking for our expected value for x3, which is number of green jelly beans. So our general formula says NA over A plus B plus C. This is the general formula. However, our A in this particular case is supposed to be the number of ways that we can be drawing, or the total number that we can draw from of our green beans. So I would suggest that what we really want is going to be N times C, because C represents the number of green jelly beans that are there, over A plus B plus C. We're drawing 5 times, and there are a total of 6 green beans, and we've got a total of 28 jelly beans in total. So that's 30 over 28, which is 1.07. So we would expect to get 1.07 green beans. We expect to draw 1.0.